However, at some point, a little snippet, a little flutter snippet? What the heck is that thing? It's like a flutter snippet. That's just weird. But it'll come and revive it with the power of water. Very reminiscent, I think, of the Gardener Shy Guy back in Super Mario RPG, actually. Reminds me a lot of him. Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. In the last episode, we got humongous, fought off our own castle, and now we're making our way to our own castle that we defeated and punched in the face. Because that's just how crazy this game is. Anyway, these blocks, new, but these are basically shop blocks. They'll connect us to Monsieur Broke. It'll also allow us to heal for 10 coins. This will heal Bowser as opposed to Mario Bros. So now that we have ways to heal both Mario, Luigi, and Bowser, always good. You can also view collected blitties. There is a new one in this area we're going to pick up. And of course, you can also buy, which is always important. So, basically, there's going to be some new stuff to buy. I'm quickly going to go ahead, and I do need 1,600 coins, so I do need to sell something. I do need, wait, 1,600, right? Yes, for the Armored Shell. I do want to try to buy that if I can. As you can see, it's a humongous defense increase. There is some new bands we can buy as well for our secondary item. One is pretty tempting, increasing punch power by 20%. I mean, that is pretty significant. But the thing is, it only powers up your punch and not your fire. So it's like, I'm not really sure I want to buy it. And I'd rather get the full defense boost anyway, and then I can also equip our the block band we got from Monsieur Broke and use that. Now here I'm like, okay, should I just sell an item? We have a star candy, by the way. It does actually, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but it does heal your HP and SP by full. I'm just gonna sell extra clothes, I guess, and they'll just give me enough for this. Honestly, really lucky that I managed to get the Armored Shell, because that's kind of it's really hard to get 1,600 coins by now. Doing the Green Shell challenge and getting the coin bonuses for doing that is pretty helpful. Oh boy, can I get a bonus for this? This would be amazing. Come on, give me a bonus. Just, which one am I gonna pick? Oh my goodness, I'm 3 for 3. I almost never get these bonuses, and I'm 3 for 3. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I mean, yeah, it's only 10%, it's only 160 coins, but that's really nice, because actually, later on, I'm going to just go ahead and sell the Judge Shell now. The Armored Shell is just completely better than it. And also, while I'm here, because I have this extra defense boost, I do think it's actually a little bit better. As you can see, you get an extra 9 defense over the HP gain, so I'm going to actually increase my defense and just be super tanky Bowser for this point in the game, which is awesome. Anyway, we're just gonna see if there's any new items worth buying as well. I mean, they have a fire drumstick and a super syrup jar, but I don't really need those. So, that's all we have for here. Really awesome to have the Armored Shell. Although the next major item I'm gonna want to buy is 2,000 coins, so I'm really glad I got that 160 back, because I really need to be massively saving up for them now. Because that is gonna be pretty hard to get. So, hopefully we can get that. But, in this episode, guys, we're making our way to Bowser's Castle in a new area. It's a very brief area, though. It's not going to take us that long to complete the whole thing, in fact. So, that's basically what we're doing this time. There is going to be something pretty interesting to pick up on the way there, though, as you're soon going to see. And it's going to make a lot of use of this slide jump. I didn't really talk about it that much last time. I kind of got into other topics. But obviously, you can jump gaps. Obviously, you can't change your height at all. You can't actually jump. But you can slide across gaps as so by doing the sliding punch. It is the nice new use of the sliding punch. And also, a new enemy. These are called Chain Chawfuls. You know, play on Chain Chomp with Fawful. Kind of interesting. What he'll do is he's going to indicate basically where he's going to attack by the way he nods his head. If he nods it towards you, he's going to rush at you. If he nods above, you're going to need to go from above. Obviously, if you go from above, you have to use your shell defense in order to stop it. What the Chain Chawful really is, though, is I guess it's like something infected in a Chain Chomp and took it over. If you inhale it while he might hide inside the Chain Chomp, but if he's ever outside the Chain Chomp, you can actually kill it immediately by doing so, which is pretty awesome. So you can, but you won't get any experience for doing so. It's not an actual kill. It's just, you know, you just don't get the experience for it. Ow! As you can see, every time he hits you, he will continue on until you actually do a punch. If you do a shell defense, he will continue his next sequence though. So if he does an aerial attack and then charges at you, even though you block the aerial attack, you still will have to punch him afterwards. If that makes any sort of sense. I'm pretty sure I show off later so you can see what I mean. I guess, you know, you guys can see what's going on. And then the little guys, they're just, you know, easy bait this time. Now what we get here is a power band. This will increase our power by 10%. Now, a 10% increase in power versus a 20% increase in defense. I'm going to stick with defense. I mean, 10% stat boost versus a 20% stat boost. I'm going to just go for the 20. Just makes more sense in my opinion. I mean, I guess power means you can beat enemies a lot better, and defense isn't as important because, you know, as long as you're not taking, I mean, you can dodge every attack in this game. So if you continue to dodge attacks, you don't really need the defense or the HP, and the power is obviously more important, but, you know, 10% power really isn't going to be that much of an impact. Anyway, as you see here, and now we're actually combining the slide punches with treadmills, which is going to be crazy, but there's this new cage of minions. The Shy Guys are here, and that means a new special attack. So there we go, guys. Already got a new special attack for Bowser. Pretty darn awesome. The Shy Guy Squad. This is actually a pretty interesting attack. It does a lot of damage, actually. It's going to be one of our major damaging attacks. It's certainly one of the favorite ones to do. What you need to do is you need to slide the stylus from right to left as much as you can, and then the Shy Guys will launch Bowser using you'll basically slingshot Bowser into the enemies. And believe me, that does a significant amount of damage. That probably does a good, like 30 extra damage over the Goomba Squad. The Goomba Squad can attack enemies in sequence, though. This one only attacks one enemy at a time, I believe. I think it's only single target, so I guess that is the payoff for it. But this will be one of our major damaging attacks. Of course, it does cost more SP than the Goomba Squad does as well. So, I mean, I will be using the Goomba Squad plenty of times. You don't have to worry about that. Unlike the bosses and partners in time, though, where we had the bro items, we do have pretty big SP limitations, obviously, for our attacking. So, I mean, I guess bosses are going to be highly dependent on how much SP we have. I'm not going to really level up SP anymore after this, and I do love this scene, by the way, where he's trying to talk to them and the terminal keeps taking him back. I actually find that pretty cute, how they did that. Well played, game. Well played. Not that Bowser would ever want to be called cute. But, SP, we're going to find a solution for the SP issue later in the game. That'll be really helpful. And also, there's a castle. It's right there. We're not even that far away. I mean, just look at it. You can even see all the pathways that go on to later. We're not that far away, actually. So, not bad. I hate chain Chawfuls. I'm just going to mention this now. I really, really dislike these enemies because they just show up, and they're pretty fast. They are going to keep, they're going to be able to keep on your tail, and you're going to be having to fight a lot of them, because some of them are just really hard to dodge, because they just block your path, and it's really hard to shake them. I mean, they're always, all the enemies for Bowser, they're usually locked into a set area, like they can only go a certain distance away from their zone, but, in general, and also is this, no, okay, I think I showed an aerial attack actually earlier, I wasn't really paying attention. But as you can see, by the way, there's a copter above us. Occasionally in this game, you'll find enemies that'll be on the top screen. If you inhale them, Mario and Luigi will be able to fight them. I think there's actually one that I missed back in Bumpsy Plains with the flowers. I think there's like a Lakitu or something that could show up, and you can fight them, but I don't know how often they show up. The Fawfulcopter seem to show up a lot more. If you don't inhale them, they will do something bad. Basically, they won't. And by the way, they won't attack Mario and Luigi. By the way, we get a level up of Mario and Luigi. That's just silly to get a level up of Mario and Luigi just during a Bowser segment. Game, you are a funny face. But basically, the Fawfulcopters, what they will do, if you leave them around, they'll actually summon more chain Chawfuls to the fight, which is really bad because those enemies have a lot of health. So you really don't want more chain Chawfuls to show up. I think I will show off what the Fawfulcopters do. But if you go, if you inhale them and you let them live, they have really low health, so Mario and Luigi can probably one-shot them easily. But if you do let them live, they won't do anything to the bros. The alarm will go off. It won't summon anyone new though. So basically, as soon as you inhale the Fawfulcopter, they're basically just you can't hurt them anymore. Not to say that enemies that we'll be inhaling later in the game are going to be as docile. We're going to have enemies later in the game that are going to be a major threat if we don't deal with them. So, that will be a major threat to Mario and Luigi even after you inhale them with Bowser. So, in general though, it is good to inhale. It spreads the experience around, which is good. And it also, I mean, it generally makes the fights for Bowser easier if you inhale whatever's on the top screen. So, you generally want to do that. I mean, we saw in the fight with Wiggler, and there's another Fawfulcopter there. But as we saw in the fight with Wiggler, basically, we took a lot of damage from the attack because we didn't inhale the leaf guys in. So you do want to be inhaling whatever's on the top screen in general. It's usually a good idea. Anyway, basically, Midbus is a humongous dick, and I really don't know what the gender of Midbus is. I'm gonna call it an it. It basically raised, yes, that's right, you're just an it. You're like Birdo, you're an it. It raised the castle using its powers of rocketry. I don't know, we've already seen that the castle can do that. But now we can't access it because it's obviously levitating, so we need to find a way to bring it back down, which is precisely what we're going to do. Also, level up for Bowser. Already at level 11, we're we're getting pretty high at Bowser, which is good. HP, let's get some HP. Can we get 5? Can we get a 5? Exact 150? Come on. There we go. That's what I like to see. Very successful. Anyway, Bowser's stats, they're actually getting pretty good, which is good because he's one of the ones we definitely want Bowser to have good stats because he's the fight on his own. I mean, if Mario and Luigi get a little gimped, you know, that's not bad. They have their own, they have their other brother to rely upon. And I'm going to show this one. This is the one where I show off what the Fawfulcopter does. So I'm not going to inhale it in. I'm going to just, well, actually, I can show off another thing about the chain Chawfuls. If they hide inside the chain chomp, you can actually bring them out by using fire. So, I guess another option if you want to. But as you can see, if you leave the Fawfulcopters around, like I said, it'll summon more of them. So you don't want to have to deal with that. Luckily, if that does happen, you can easily just inhale to beat them. So if you're getting overwhelmed, make sure you just inhale the chain Chawfuls. That's such a fun thing to say, chain Chawful. Say that 10 times fast. Chain Chawful, chain Chawful, chain Chawful, chain Chawful, chain Chawful. Kind of almost sounds like you're speaking Chinese or something. Not that I do. I had a roommate back in college who tried to learn Chinese, and believe me, I did not want to go through that process. That's a pain in the ass. Japanese, maybe. That'd be kind of cool. Being a video gamer, obviously, there's some perks to learning Japanese, but I like this thing as well, where Midbus keeps insulting Bowser, but accidentally says enemy names, and the enemies act like they're summoned, and the Goombas also are confused, and... Okay, actually, this is a really stupid scene. It's just such it's not even that funny of a gag. It's just weird. Let's just go with weird. But anyway, once we make it over here, it's kind of a little... I don't know, how can you hear Midbus from there, Bowser? Like, you're talking to a giant floating castle that's super far away. Kind of odd. But, Nintendo logic, I mean, that's just what it does. But they shoot a giant cannonball, and Bowser being the idiot, that is a humongous cannonball! Holy crap, that's big! Wow, you should be dead, Bowser. Then again, you've had an entire castle dropped on you, and lived. Sure, thanks to our help, but you lived. So, apparently Bowser's just really resilient. What this does mean, though, it is another one of these segments, and like the one with the carrot, we're going to have to do the pattern one, as opposed to just the hitting one back multiple times thing. So just more patterns, I suppose. Nothing too exciting, I suppose. But as you guys can probably imagine, this is going to be the key to getting Bowser's castle to come back down. And after that, we're going to be able to enter it. And, well, guys, I'm going to actually not be showing Bowser's castle off in this episode. That's going to be next time, where we're going to see what Fawful has done to Bowser's castle. Because you know Fawful, being the crazy little jerk face he is going to have done something really maniacal to Bowser's castle. It's probably a giant death trap. Okay, who are we kidding? It's probably something a bit more ridiculous than that. This is a Mario and Luigi game, after all. Always expect the unexpected in a Mario and Luigi game. Because that's that's the charm about the whole Mario and Luigi series, is how unexpected the plot is. Like, they just go in random, crazy, nonchalant directions that you're just like, what the hell is going on? So, but we'll see what happens next time. We're just gonna deal with this right now, and then make our way to the castle, and all is well. Kind of a bit of a short episode, but next one, believe me guys, next episode will more than make up for the shortness of this episode. Anyway, one last pattern to do. We're doing pretty well in this one, haven't even lost that much yet. Although it does get faster now, so let's pay attention, let's focus, get this done. I do like that pattern. I don't know, for some reason I have fun of pattern games like this. And yet at the same time, rhythm haven't favored those other rhythm games. I don't like them at all. So why do I like rhythm segments in this game and not rhythm segments in other games? I don't know. I'm just weird. Maybe it's just a Mario and Luigi thing. Yes, I'm probably biased towards Mario and Luigi. I mean, it is my favorite. It is. I think I would call my favorite series of RPGs. I'm like, okay, this or Final Fantasy, which do I like more? You know, I'm gonna say I do like the Mario and Luigi series. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, maybe I don't like you anymore. If you screw up enough, by the way, you can see you have to repeat the segment. So, yeah, that's why we had to repeat that one. Yeah, I did like you until you freaking hit me with a bunch of balls of energy. Crazy thing. Anyway, as expected, once again, 2 episodes in a row, we've taken down Bowser's castle. Poor Bowser, just forced to beat the shit out of his castle. We punched in the face, we threw a giant cannonball at it. We're just being merciless. Anyway, poor Bowser, he's like, oh wait, crap, I just destroyed my own castle. Yeah, Bowser, be pissed, be angry. You did what you had to do. You did what you had to do. Let's go pay him back for ruining our castle. Of course, no, I don't want to fight you. Go away. Go away. Thank you. Of course, we'll be paying Fawful back in full next time. We're storming the castle, guys. We're taking the fight to him. What's gonna happen? Also, boy, these guys are fast at making repair work. Although, I love how the castle's in a sling. That's just pretty funny. I mean, a castle just like it has a broken arm as one of the towers. That's just pretty funny. But anyway, guys, Lucky7DX signing out. Stay tuned for Bowser's Castle next time.